A woman's husband has a yearly conference. The first night he's away from home, their teenage son Tommy comes into the room at night and starts making love to her. But she knows that it can be dangerous to wake up a sleepwalker, so she doesn't say anything. He does this every night for 2 weeks straight and then stops after the father comes home. She realizes she's pregnant and she has a baby boy. The next year, the same thing happens. She gets pregnant again and she has a baby girl. The third year, she's feeling very guilty, and after 13 nights of incredible, passionate lovemaking, she sits Tommy down and tells him, every time your father leaves on town for business, you sleepwalk into my bedroom and make love to me. Bobby and Anna aren't your brother and sister. You're their father. Tommy sighs and says, you think I was sleepwalking? Go ahead and hit it.
Oh, that is so wrong. So wrong.
Hit it.
Welcome to the OF podcast, coming to you from some hellhole in America. Now here are your hosts, David, Ram, and James. Let the pain begin.
Welcome to the OFO podcast. Now with 100% not gonna fuck a sibling anymore. My name is David. I hope everyone's having a wonderful week. We are the last Saturday of April. And as you can see, there's only just me and James here today. Ram, unfortunately, did a little bit too much deep throating, I think. He said he had strep, but I've never had strep, so I don't know. Maybe he was doing something, or maybe, he was putting down on his wife too much. I don't know. I do not question these things. I do ask for a video, which he did not send. So, it's just us two this week. James, how has been your week
I'm
so
doing
far?
good. Trying to pick a hill to die on. Yeah.
Nah, just a hill, just a little hill.
Yeah, just a hill.
Just a hill. All right. Well, before we get too much into this, we got to go over our sponsor real fast. And once again, it is Waking Wild, the first book. Once again, now you gotten some pretty decent reviews, and I'd like to take this moment and thank your Messiah. He started this trend with just getting so many good reviews. I don't know what's going on, but he was a good man. He's a good man. He's a good man. So,
Gee, what other books are on there?
well, let's see here. Well, we got some other books on here for your list. Let's see here. We got the part 3 of 3 of book 3 of the 3 books of the 3 and the 3. And then the second book, and then the Holdouts Rise, Hawk's Apocalypse, which you really need to redo the cover, dude. I mean, that looks bad.
It's one of my first ones. It's like the second series that I did years and years ago.
Good Lord.
You should have seen this original version of that. It's even worse.
It's even worse?
Yes.
Like titty hanging out and everything?
No, it was just the same image but different style. And it looked terrible.
Well, that's not fun at all.
Hey, I've gotten better.
Yeah, true. I get this ready for later. Okay. So, needless to say, this week will be the last week, and it's sad that he's not here, but this will be the last week we do weird shit at Walmart. Mostly because these pictures are fucking hard to find now, and they're all videos. And I'm not sitting here and watching a video clip series of people at Walmart. I can do that in real time by just going to a Walmart. Anyways, sponsors out of the way. I think it's time we get into some hard balls deep fucking Twitter files. Here we go, guys. It's time for the Twitter files. Hit the intro.
It's time for some weird shit on Twitter. It's time for the Twitter files.
All right, first things up. Dick Van Dyke turned 100 years old. Wow, that dude's been around for a while.
Seriously.
A few months ago, and is no longer allowed to play with Legos. Ages 4 to 99. That poor bastard. I love me some Legos, sir. I saw that literally when I was coming in. I was like, yeah, that's funny. Let's see here. She wheeled a dead man into a bank, and yes, this is a dead body. And pretending he was still alive just to get alone. Staff caught on, but the horror had already unfolded. Arrested, but the image is unforgettable.
Seriously, you know what's funny? Because I know that there's been
Wow.
at least one movie where people have done that. They were supposed
Weekend Bernie's is my favorite movie.
Yeah, that one. That was the one I'm thinking of. Yeah.
And they made a sequel out of it. I don't know how they make a sequel. It's like, well, let's go dig the guy up again, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw the sequel. But that's the guy's obviously fucking dead. At the very least, he would be unconscious. Clearly can't be doing anything.
Yeah, and the sad thing is I expected this to be like a Somalian person or something because they would do it. But nope, redneck. I'm guessing it's a redneck because she's wearing camo. Okay, whatever. Let's move on here.
That's just weird.
Now, going on to weird to what the fuck. A 15-year-old black kid today body slammed and stomped a 14-year-old white girl in her head for rejecting him. Basically, he was like, here, take my number. And she was like, no, thank you. I don't want that. She's trying to get away. He follows her. She's trying to get away, and yeah.
Oh, my God.
And then it gets worse. He stomps her freaking head. Luckily, she's okay. She has a minor concussion, but yeah. What he was wearing, I thought, like, originally he was like, well, these, like fucking people, Muslims or something like that. No, he's from the U.S.
Yeah.
Just a piece of shit. This happened over in New York, which I'm not surprised.
Which explains why he's wearing his mask.
The mother, of course, came out and was like, he was a good Christian boy. He's a good Christian boy. And the reason this happened was because she was harassing him.
She was clearly trying to get away from him.
Yeah. She was bullying him, quote unquote. She was bullying him. Really?
There's probably audio that they're just not playing.
Oh, no, I mean, I think there is audio. Let's see here.
Knock this shit out of you right now, right? Do it. No, you stand right here. You will. No, you stand right here. Look away from me. You stand right here. Well, no, it's because your pussy. That's because your whole word. You got pussy.
You know one thing I think is sad, though? Nobody came to help.
No.
I understand, chivalry is dead and feminism has killed it. But there is a point in which citizens should see an obvious crime. She wasn't hurting him. He comes up and attacks her. That's where citizens should.
The problem with that is how many times have we seen people stand up like, oh my God, this is wrong. Let me do something. And they wind up getting in trouble.
True.
They get almost like trying to get arrested and thrown into jail. I'm like,
yeah,
I kind of understand. I mean, I would still have stepped in regardless. That's just the guy I am. But I can see how other people will like, why am I going to get involved?
Yeah. At least, I mean, you kind of get tired of people just because this has been something we noticed years ago. People would just record crimes.
Yeah.
Right. But at least now they have evidence.
Yeah.
There's proof this guy.
But he's 15. I guarantee he's going to get a slap on the wrist, maybe some probation. I don't even think they'll send him to juvie. Something like that you stomp on someone's house, that to me is attempted murder.
Yeah. And looking at the town, I'd bet most likely Democrat City.
Well, it's New York.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know where
I think it's in the Bronx. I think. I might be wrong on that, but I think it's on the Bronx. That's
just disgusting.
Now, this one I was going to talk with Ram because we were talking about this earlier. This is things that I agree with. The following people should never receive a dime of welfare assistance from the U.S. taxpayer. Anyone chanting death to America, I agree. Mm-hmm. Any single able-bodied person who refuses to look for work, I also agree. Those who failed 2 drug tests in 1 year, I agree with that too. Anyone who crosses our border illegally, which is actually illegal for them to get anything anyways. But
we know otherwise.
Yeah, we know. Yeah. I mean, and those are 4 little simple rules. I mean, if they pass that into law, I'd be cool with that.
Yeah. I told you that story from years ago where my sister was getting food stamps. It was a long time ago. And the cubicle next to her was an illegal, had no documentation, whatever. Dawn, of course, being a citizen, had to provide all of her documents, right? The one next door, her stuff was fast-tracked because no documents. They basically just approve everything. Instead of saying, no, you have to provide these documents. No, I have no documents. Okay, don't speak English. So they bring in somebody that speaks Spanish. They do all that. That person gets them. My sister ended up getting them, but it took like a month before they approved everything. It was like, okay, it's just reality.
It's stupid. I mean, I swear to God, if I ever get to the point where I'm broke or anything like that, I'm just going to do like a really racist Irish accent and say I'm illegal and I get support.
No kidding. I mean, heck, it used to be that if you were even here legally, if you signed up for state aid, because it was one of the things you promised not to be a ward of the state when you come to the country.
Yep.
Well, if you even sign up for food stamps, that's becoming a ward of the state.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's gray because like some states, actually like Texas, they don't get a lot of support from the federal government with their aid, like the Lone Star card here. So I mean, it's on their policy they could do it, I guess, but federal funding wise, that would be illegal.
Yeah. If it's paid for by the state, you could.
Yeah, because I mean, the state can make their own laws with stuff like that. Even though I still think federal, hey, you're here illegally, goodbye. You know, that should trump state every time. Yeah. But
thing is most citizens, I don't think even understand that.
No.
They don't realize that they're paying for this stuff.
I know it. I see my taxes, and I'm like, yeah, I pay for this shit.
Of course, when you got over 40-some%, almost 50% of the population on some level of state aid.
Yeah.
Anyway, on that.
Let's see what else we got here. This actually just happened a few days ago. Just the next state over, some people got into some kind of argument and they started opening fire over in the Mall of Louisiana, over in Baton Rouge. 1 dead, multiple injured, 10 shot. Now reported 1 killed, 5 others, and at least 2 in critical condition, 5 into custody. Bunch of kids, and the person that was killed was a teenage white girl. I saw her picture somewhere. Let me check. Maybe they have it on here. But let's see. Sometimes they'll have the picture. I don't remember if it... Yeah, there we go. Here's the guy that got... who is the person that shot people. 17. Yeah, first-degree murder. 5 acts of attempted murder. Let's see. Trying to see where the hell they have it, but okay, that looks pretty funny actually. All right, well, I guess I don't have her picture, but yeah, she's a sweet little high school student and braces and everything, and she's gone now because of fucking stupidity. I mean, I remember back in the day when I got into fights in school or out in public and stuff like that, it was stupid. Yeah. But still, I didn't bust out a gun. I either used my fists and either I got my ass handed to me or I ended the conversation, one or the other. These fucking cowards that come around here and they fucking just do stupid shit like that. I mean, it's sad. It's really, really fucking sad.
Over an argument. I mean, was she even involved in the argument?
No,
she was just
they're all bystanders. I think every single person that was involved in the whole thing, none of them got hit. It was all bystanders. They were just randomly shooting. Yeah. All right, moving on. You've heard about the SPLC, right? Mm-hmm. Well, they have a new commercial out.
Hi, I'm Don. And I'm Ron, and we are members of Antifa. But what you don't know is that we're also the founders of Not Antifa Window Repair. If you ever need window repair, I got a bit of a suspicion you will, so we realized that by living this double life, we were able to create the demand for our own services.
We organize and cause riots, which then cause damage that creates customers.
Then we take our costumes off, Clark Kent style, and show up first on the scene to get the business. Some bad people out there, so...
Yeah. Stuff happens, stuff's going to happen. Capitalism by day, communism by night.
Ooh, that's a nice... we saw the media and corporations all benefiting from the protests, and we thought, why not us?
Pick us off some of those protest dollars. Put a rock through his window,
These
put a
guys are
rock on my
funny.
left hand.
Well, my kid's through college. Some say Antifa's just an idea, but to me, it's $1 billion idea. I think that guy's gonna break that?
Nah, probably just a window shopper.
You want to put this on the Tuesday protest or the Thursday?
Tuesday protest. Single pane, too. See, they cheaped out.
Yeah, the window repair game's a little like the tow truck game. You want to be first on the scene.
Yeah, and it helps to know where that scene's gonna be, if you catch my drift.
We usually come a couple hours before the unrest and take these bad boys down.
Yeah, we weren't born yesterday, Target.
I wouldn't be surprised. I know this is like for parody purposes, but it's not a bad idea.
It's really
moving on to something funny to something sickening. Luis Armadero Argentina. God damn, how many fucking names does this asshole have? A 43-year-old criminal illegal alien from Mexico has been arrested for incest and sexually conduct with a child. Yes, this is the incest episode of the OFO podcast. We'll get into that more at the douchebag of the week. This predator was arrested days after a minor was found giving birth in the parking lot of the Ocean Memorial Hospital. Based on evidence from the county sheriff's office, he had engaged in sexual intercourse with the victim, who was allegedly between the ages of 11 and 14. Yeah, and this was in South Carolina, and good Lord, what the fuck is wrong with people?
Oh, and you look at what the Democrats are doing. I think they were doing this in Virginia too, where they were trying to, maybe California was it, or was it Virginia? Both maybe. I don't
At
know.
this point, they almost look the same.
Where they're lowering the sentences for people who have sex with basically pedophilia. I'm not talking about minors. I'd separate the difference between minors and pedophilia.
Prepubescent.
Yes, oral or anal, as long as they consented.
That would be California.
Yeah.
I remember them, and I was like,
Yeah, and I'm like,
what?
you can get a child to consent to almost anything.
Yeah, here's some candy.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have the understanding of what they're consenting for.
I mean, I'd even value like people like I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing half the time until I was like well into my 20s when I actually started like, oh yeah, I need to work, and actually, I can't just quit these jobs because I just don't feel like it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's sad, but I think a lot of times I'd rather them raise the age on a lot of this shit, like voting. I think you should be like alcohol. You have to wait until you're 21.
Yeah.
Unless you served in the military. That's where I think where the military is done wrong. If you go to the war and you're in the military, you get out. As long as you're 18 and older, you can do everything. Yeah. You can vote, you can drink, you can smoke. You did your time.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's the thing. People today are much different than people when they wrote the Constitution, the voting ages. People were raised to be responsible at a young age.
Yeah.
Now you got people that want to lower the voting age because they know that they're far more likely to vote Democrat.
They just throw up a fucking TikTok and they're like, "Oh, we're getting votes."
Right? And they're stupid. Whereas, I think that today you're probably less mature, even at 25 or 26, than people were.
I was doing
years
stupid
ago
shit like well into my 20s.
Yeah, because our lives are very different.
Yeah.
So, I think you're right. I think there should be. I don't know if they will ever get it, but there should be.
I mean, they can. I mean, I've seen they changed a lot of that shit because, like, back in the day, legal drinking age was 18, and then they jumped it up to 21, stuff like that. So, I mean, it's possible. Whether they actually do it or not, that's a completely different subject, and they ain't.
Yeah, because it would probably require a constitutional amendment.
Yeah.
And,
trying to get anything passed in Congress lately is like pulling teeth.
It's intentionally difficult, so we're not just changing the Constitution on a whim, but at the same time, we almost need to change something,
Yeah, obviously this shit ain't working. All right, moving on. Let's see here. We don't eat pork. Peas all over it. So, yeah. Muslim in a supermarket pissing on some pork. Does realize it's in a package, right? It can be washed off.
Yeah, I mean, they won't. They'll throw it all away.
But this was in the Netherlands, and I've been noticing that it's getting bad around here. It's getting way worse over in the UK.
Yeah, per capita, they imported far more than we have.
And they're still importing.
Yep.
So where are you from? I am from Iran. Come on in.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord. Let's see here. Disturbing kidnap case in Utah. A transgender woman, biological father, and her partner are accused of kidnapping their 10-year-old child, taking their boy on what was supposed to be a camping trip, then smuggling him across the Canadian border, flying from Mexico to Cuba for gender reassignment surgery. It does have a good ending, though. Well, all without the biological mother's knowledge. The DOJ has sent a government plane to rescue the child and bring him back to the U.S. So it was stopped, but Jesus Christ, that's fucking insane. what, man? Can you imagine? That's probably why they were divorced in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, why do you think you're a chick? You have a dick.
Yeah. Yeah. You're seeing this kind of thing. It was exploding in
Yeah,
the
there's the freak right there.
You have,
Ugh.
and then you'll have like a little kid that'll say they'll want to be, because a little boy wants to be like his father, right? So the father becomes trans.
I wanted to be a superhero when I was like 5.
Right?
I mean, where they get, if I told my parents that, they throw me in like a room with toxic waste because that's how they get superpowers.
Right? It is insanity. It's also evil. You know.
All right, moving on. Now this is funny.
Kash Patel is a danger to the Democratic Party. If he keeps digging around, we're basically all fucked. I mean, we've been doing all kinds of illegal shit like stealing money, stealing elections, funding the KKK and shit. So anyway, Kash Patel had 1 beer at a hockey game. So let's get him with that. Just keep talking about it on the fake news all day long until he resigns. Thank you very much, guys. Have a nice day.
Yeah, no shit. The whole thing with Kash Patel, they're saying he drinks on the job. He literally had a beer at a hockey game. I've drank on like during like the lunch. You know, we go to like they take us out for IT day and it's like, you want a beer or something? You can go ahead and have it. Okay, a lot of people do. It's called the lunch break. As long as you're not sitting there getting slammed and then having to come back to work.
Right. Plus, people in those high level positions have historically had some alcohol in their offices.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean, and often they would use it for guests or people that come in for meetings or whatever.
It's been a long ass day. I want to kind of a glass of bourbon or something, you know?
Yeah, see, there's no evidence he got drunk on the job.
No.
But even although I did make a comment online, I was like, I don't believe that's true at all. But let's say it was. He's still doing a better job than any head of the FBI that I can remember.
No shit. I've known like most of them, even like back in like the 90s. I don't remember there was one that did a halfway decent job.
Right. Look at the successes that they have had since going in. And people say, oh, they ain't doing anything. It's like, they're doing a lot.
Yeah, they found
really
like 132,000 missing children
Seriously.
from the Biden administration. They've caught 8 out of like 10 most wanted criminals in the U.S. In the U.S. I mean, they've done a lot.
Yeah.
I don't remember how much. There's something about like how many tons of fentanyl that they've seized. I mean,
It's like just stuff just wasn't getting done or that it was being delayed under the last administration. They come in and within months.
they were busy. They were trying to like go after Trump and other people who said COVID was fake and blah, 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 blah.
And investigating Catholics. And
arresting people outside of abortion clinics for praying.
Yeah, right.
So, I mean, whatever. Okay, now this is another funny one.
Priorities, man. That's all it is. It's priorities.
Definitely.
Assalamu alaikum, bitches. This is your new Ayatollah speaking. Well, if you think about it, I'm more like your new I told you. Because I told you this would happen if you kept fucking around instead of taking JD's deal. My first order of business as your new I told you will be to take over the Strait of Hormuz and to bring back bikinis to Iran.
Yes.
We're going to have big, beautiful beach parties all along the coast with delicious margaritas and sexy mamacitas. Anyway, we're the captains now, bitches. America is back, bigger, stronger, and hotter than ever before. Believe me.
I like how I talked about this before, the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, basically, we need to occupy it. Well, that's exactly what he's doing.
I mean, we've sunk so many of their ships, them trying to cross, or force them to turn back. I mean,
we've already put our ships in the strait. We are letting ships through. We're the only ones we're not letting through our Iranian ships or anybody that's going.
I've had something to do with China as well. I know I remember reading something about China's involvement on it. Like they were getting a majority of that oil and stuff that was trying from the Armenians to go in through, and now they're kind of more or less fucked.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it does, because basically now China's having to get it from elsewhere. So, but yeah, that's the thing. It's like Iran was keeping people from using the strait because there's a lot of other places to go to too, not just Iran.
Yeah.
Right. And then of course he does exactly what I was saying. They needed to basically occupy it. And they're out there actively hunting for mines to destroy mines and whatever.
I mean, does Iran have anything besides like just where it's located that we actually need? I mean, I know they have a little oil, but there's other countries surrounding it that have way much more oil than they do. So I mean, why
Oh,
can't
we don't need it. We
yeah,
get
I mean,
like 90
why don't
some
we
of our-
just nuke the whole fucking country and be
Well,
done
we
with it? It's
literally
over.
get over 90% of our oil just from the United States. A lot of the oil that we get from elsewhere is really just to help those countries. It's a matter of like political.
Yeah, we'll buy it. You know, I'll help you out here.
Yeah, you get some benefit from it. We don't really need it. So, we either get it from the United States or here in the Western Hemisphere.
Oh yeah, no. Trump just came out just recently. It was this week, and he said that by probably next year, or something like that, we'll be the biggest supplier of oil in the world.
Yeah.
So I mean, badass.
Yeah. As far as oil goes, we don't need it. So it's really who we're really benefiting is the rest of the world.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if it wasn't for Biden, we'd probably our gas price would probably be under $2 by now.
Yeah.
But I'm just surprised why our oil is so bad right now. I mean, gas has gone down. I filled up for like $3.24 the other day, so that's a lot better than like the $4 I was dealing with. But I mean, if we have all that oil, why isn't our oil prices going down?
My understanding, and this is somebody could maybe correct me, but my understanding has to do with OPEC because they basically control oil prices.
Okay. Well, that would make sense.
Issues going on over there, that's going to raise oil prices. So we don't, keep our prices low or excessively low, and then that way people.
I mean, if we don't need anything from these other countries, I'd pull out of fucking OPEC and just. Yeah, we have our own shit. We don't buy anyone else's oil. They can't buy any of ours, and we'll be fine. Oh no, we have too much. Cool. We'll do a surplus stock of it.
Yeah, right.
For future shit, because eventually it is going to run out.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm sure we are probably refilling all our stockpiles and stuff, but oil.
Yeah. What else do we got? Let's see here. UK just became a full-blown nanny state. I read about this and it was fun. I even asked my friend about this because he lives over there. Parliament cleared the tobacco and vapes bill today. Anyone born on or after January 1st of 2009 is banned for life for ever buying cigarettes or tobacco. Meaning, like, if I was born on December 31st, 2008, I can go into a store and buy a pack of smokes. If I was born the next day, January 1st, 2009, I can't.
That is weird. See, here in the United States, that would be considered unconstitutional.
Well, they don't have a constitution like
constitution.
that. Well, they do, but it's not like ours.
It's not like ours. Yeah, it's not a constitution of negative liberties. Meaning
No.
what the government can't do to you.
Yeah, they basically can just fuck you as much as they want. But my friend was telling me about that, and he was like, it really doesn't matter because, I mean, tobacco is so expensive over here. He's like, I don't know, he said like 5 grams or something like that was like $50 or something like that. I don't know what that is like per pack.
Right.
But, I mean,
obviously, so what that'll do to the tobacco and vaping industry there is it'll continue for a while, and
eventually die out because, like, the more the people that are like, yeah. But I noticed they didn't talk about hookah, which is like something like Muslim and stuff. In this bill, I was watching a few videos. It is not mentioned or talked about at all.
Really?
Interesting. Moving on. Let's see here. I'm not even going to try to say that fucking name. The Nigerian accused of murdering Department of Homeland Security employee Lauren Bullis during a killing spree just found dead inside his jail cell. You know what? I'm not going to be I'm not going to shed any tears. I'm pretty sure, just like everything else, So this was her, the chick he killed. Seems like a nice woman.
I really don't understand why people do that.
I mean, if we were at war with another country, I can understand, civilian casualties and shit. We're not in war with these people, but they think we're at war with them.
Yeah.
And damn it, let's just bring back the Crusades. I am like 100 on board with you with that. You keep bringing it up. I am like, yes, let's do that.
Well, hey, that's why I say in the past, people always are taught in school, or they get the impression that the Crusades were all about the Christians just wanting to take over Islam. And it had nothing to do with it.
No.
That it did morph into that later, where they were having so much success, they basically got drunk on their success and started saying, hey, let's go take over.
Hey, that's what Democrats said. Well, hey, we got like gay marriage passed. Let's see what else we can push.
The more I was looking at it, I could see that that's basically what happened. They were having so much success that it was like, we're not going to stop. Well, I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing or not, but they use that against Christians in the West now, even today, where they completely ignore. I don't know if you were taught this in school, but you know how many like the Muslims invaded Europe multiple times. There are multiple crusades as a result of the Muslims invading Europe. The last crusade that most like to talk about is they got all the way up into like halfway through France before countries in the Christians banded together and under good leadership and said, no, we have to get together and stop this. And they kicked them out of Europe. You know, that is not something that people talk about in school.
No, they don't. And they need to because they need to do it again.
Yeah. I mean,
let's see here. Bexar County Judge Rosie Speedy Gonzalez. It's a real name. That's just funny. Has resigned following charges of illegally handcuffing an attorney and locking him up in a jury box. The charges have now been dropped. She was celebrated as the first openly gay judge to be elected in Bexar County. This is here in Texas. I mean, would you want that as a judge?
No.
What the flag? Oh my God, Jesus Christ. See here, HPD officer relieved of duty after going on. Well, yeah, I'll just let you listen to this.
I don't fucking, we were slaves this entire, I don't give a fuck, nigga, for a fucking reason you guys were fucking slaves. You guys don't know anything better than to fucking steal. Oh my fucking God, nigga, I was literally eating fucking food with my friend. He had his, oh my God, I don't know, por Dios, por gracias de fucking Dios, I had my fucking wallet next to me, my whole purse, and those fucking, that little fucking small ass chimp decided not to fucking steal my fucking wallet, nigga. Oh my God, nigga, I would have grabbed my heel and whoop the fuck out of that nigga's ass. But whatever, right?
Okay, one, I don't necessarily disagree with her, but she's not much better. She sounds kind of like a hood rat, and if she was a police officer, whether I do think she's rather cute, but still, she should not have been a law enforcement officer. But yeah, this rant went on almost 2 minutes of her just saying the N-word this, N-word that. Once again, I'm not disagreeing with her, but I'm not agreeing with her either.
That's actually one thing that I've noticed the difference between the Hispanics and whites. Around here, the Hispanics use the N-word all the time.
Oh yeah,
it is common.
Oh yeah,
it is everywhere, and nobody gets in trouble for it. Nobody says, but a white person says it, everybody looks at you funny.
Yep.
They're not black.
No,
but yet they get a free pass.
Well, maybe it's because they're tan. They're more tan than white people. So by that thing, if I went and got one of those suntans, a full body, and I went bronze, could I start saying the N-word?
Maybe. Go do a fake tan, get really dark.
Maybe.
One of those movies.
Wait a minute. Ram, he's Hispanic.
He is.
He can say the N-word. I can start pointing to him every time
I am too, because I have Hispanic ancestry.
Well, I have Native American. We're like the stolen N-words. Oh my God!
I'm such a mix. That's the thing. It's I just don't speak Spanish, so nobody sees me that way.
I'm only black underneath my pants.
I'm also spiking too, so what am I?
Yeah.
Which is pretty white.
Now this one makes a lot of sense. Let's see here.
You'd be amazed at how many hospices the door you can walk up to in California, and there is nobody there.
Yeah, talking about all the fraud in California.
5 months worth of mail that you can see stacked up from CMS, and nobody's there. And that passed a survey. How did that happen? How do you put a hospice in a burrito stand in California? How do you put a hospice in a tire store in California? That all had to be vetted through licensure and through certification and accreditation.
Yeah, I mean, the fraud's bad. I mean, you go oh, this is a hospice building. Oh, cool. Can I have a burrito too?
Yeah. That's why you have to have accountability on top of accountability. So let's say the person, they apply to open the hospice, right? They do all that kind of stuff. You have to have your state person that goes and needs to do a physical inspection to show that that's what it is.
Well, they did, but they probably got a kickback and
exactly.
oh yeah, this
Which
is
fine.
Why
you then have to have someone that has to overlook the person that did the inspection and show, because that's that's how we had the same kind of issues like with the DHS and things like that, where kids, not being placed properly by agents, or I don't care if it's a 911 operator that is hanging up on people. You got to have somebody that's.
You ever seen the movie Casino?
I think I have, yeah.
Okay, there's a scene in there towards the very beginning of the movie, and there's like, and this is how it works. The dealer is being watched by the pit boss. The pit boss is being watched by the casino manager. The casino manager is being watched by the CEO. And then the eye in the sky is watching everything. It's like everyone's being watched. And that's, for shit like this, it needs to be like that. It shouldn't have to be.
Shouldn't have to be.
But it needs to be.
Yeah, and there needs to be regular audits.
But audits that actually audit. And there's like, I got some cash. Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem with that kind of thing. It's just so easy to do a kickback or a payoff. And the agents, they need to go back and look at the people that did the approvals, and then look at them. Okay, where are you making money? Go look at their accounts, find out, track it. Because obviously, if I'm an agent, I'm not going to go approve a fake location that I say that I went and physically checked.
Yeah.
Unless I'm either one, really lazy and just don't do it and say I did, or getting a kickback. It's one of the first option is a real option. People are lazy. Like, you know what? I trust these people. I'm just going to say yes.
And that's what happens with a lot of CPS shit. Like the kids are being abused and like, oh no, they look like good people. They're fine. Yeah. And it just annoys me. But on the bright side, this made me think of a really good idea for a new business for us.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe we'll see it next week.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, let's see here. That's one way to give someone a heart attack. So this guy is doing virtual reality, right? And he's like on a balance beam. He's like, if you look at the TV, he's like falling straight down. And the dude just starts freaking out. And I'm bad with heights, so I might have done the same.
Do you need help?
Please, baby, please help me. Okay. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
That's really weird. I've played with VR before, but I still always have the reality in my mind is that this isn't real. So I'm not actually afraid of anything.
As you heard, the guy, he sounds gay, so he doesn't know exactly what's real. But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. I don't like heights, but I mean, I'm really bad with I can go on roller coasters and stuff like that, but I mean, things like that do trip me out. And I've watched videos on YouTube where they're showing you people on cliffs and they're showing you the look down on it. Even though I'm in my room watching this shit, I still get a little lightheaded. So I mean, it's possible, but.
I can see that being actually useful, possibly for therapy, where what do they call that? There's a word for it, where you expose yourself to what it is you're afraid of over and over and over.
I know what you're talking about, but I know what you're saying.
And then that actually can help you get over the fear.
It's like a trauma therapy or something like that.
Exposure therapy, something
like that.
But it actually helps a lot of people. I can see that maybe being useful for that.
Good, or just funny ass videos on YouTube.
Yes, that's true.
All right, now for some more fun. You may have heard this one. Democratic Rep Stella McCormick resigns from Congress just hours before the Ethics Committee was set to announce sanctions against her over allegedly misusing $5 million in FEMA funds, including buying a over $100,000 diamond ring.
Oh, wow.
I'm glad a lot of this shit's happening. We've already gotten 2 congressmen gone. Now this is a 3rd. I'm hoping Miss Omar's next, and we're going to go over that in a little bit.
I know I was going to say something, but if you're going to go over it, then I'll keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, we're going to go over that as the douchebag of the week. Now, this is fucked up.
What the hell?
So this is in Sydney, Australia. Bowlerville reveals why cafe staff gave woman a food cover in Sydney. It's because I guess for their restaurant, there's a lot of seagulls. So they got tired of fucking the seagulls coming and grabbing their food and flying away with it at their patio. So they give them all these little little lids, or domes to put their food under. So they lift it up, they bite it, and they put it back down. And they don't. Well, you saw what happened. The seagull decides, well, I guess it's a free lunch.
That's crazy. I find that weird because I've lived in so many areas with tons of seagulls, and I've never had that issue. They would go around you, and they'd be like expecting you to throw them food or whatever.
Yeah.
But they never had once tried to take my
Maybe
food.
it's a really good restaurant. Maybe that's their deal. They're like, this is the best food ever.
Right? That is freaking weird.
Of course, I'd be the asshole throwing up like Alka-Seltzer. So,
Yep. Put some food deliberately out on the table
Yeah.
for them to take. Okay,
oh, it's wonderful. Let's see here. ICE confirms that the suspect arrested in Houston, Texas for allegedly using a sledgehammer to bludgeon a coworker to death is a Venezuelan illegal alien who was caught and released at the border by Biden administration on November 2023. ICE has a detainer, and yeah, he's stuck over in Harris County for right now.
You know, I wish people could sue the individual government people that made those decisions.
I mean,
especially at the higher levels. Because,
yeah, I agree with that, but I personally would want to be them to actually sue personally, not the government, because the governments do change. Like right now, I wouldn't want someone to go and sue the government for something that the past government did.
Right.
But the people that were in charge, they should be sued.
That's what I'm saying. The people that were in charge, because they're the ones that made those policies.
Yeah.
You know, they're the ones.
Start
that
with
said,
Nancy Pelosi. I hear she's got a fuck ton of money.
Right. But you know, there's no consequences, so they don't care.
No, there is no consequences, and they're just like, eh. It's like I was reading something where like if you fuck up on your taxes, the government will come over to your house, bang on your door, they will sanction you, they will arrest you, they'll garnish your wage, but at the same time, if they fuck up with our tax money, it's just like, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was your Twitter files for this week. Hope everyone enjoyed it.
That was a good one, actually.
There was a lot of really good ones. Had a few incest ones in there, and that were laid in. The joke of the week was incest. Everything else is incest this episode. Luckily, both for me and for James, we're not related. So none of that's going to happen here, folks. None of it. I swear to God. All right, guys. Well, it's over. It's time for the question of the week. And the question of the week is a good one, this one. Granted, I wish Ram was here, but deep throating a salami will do that. Anywho, this week, talking about incest, I was scrolling the channels the other day, and there was this show called American Pickers. They go out there, and it's about two gay dudes, and they're I don't know if they're actually gay. They just act gay to me. They go out and they go to attics and farms, and they're called themselves pickers. And that's the name of the show, American Pickers. And you know what? I don't like that. So we're coming out with our own TV show. And it's about the real American Pickers. And damn it, I think it's going to be a hit. Go ahead and hit that trailer for it.
Are you tired of two gay dudes going across the country buying antiques, calling themselves pickers? Don't worry, because this summer, we've got the real American Pickers. The OFO crew is going to do some real nose picking because it's America and it's our God-given right. However, marrying our sisters is still somehow illegal. What a shame.
Yeah, unfortunately, my sister don't look like that. So, you know.
Mine either.
Whatever. All right, so question of the week is, what is a hill you'll die on, a topic you feel strongly about?
See, that's a tough one, you know, because I think we all have something. Some people will give up really easy, whatever.
Yeah.
My religion and my position on Islam, because I actually put a lot of thought on that, because there very well may be a time, it's very possible, probably not in our lifetime, but very possible.
I hope not.
That you may be facing down a sword, you know, convert or die, you know. Or pay a tax, because that's the other option. You don't convert, you pay a tax. So yeah, people literally have to make that choice around the world. You see it a lot in the Middle East and in Africa, where they, you know, attack predominantly Christians and murder them, force conversions, or, you know, pay taxes or become sex slaves or whatever.
Yeah.
That is something that I would die before I would convert.
Yeah. I actually happen to agree with that. That's a hill that I probably wouldn't die on, only because I have guns. So, yeah, let them try to behead me. You brought a knife. How cute.
Assuming I were captured or something. You know? But,
my son-in-law is a hillbilly, so he's Mr. Fix-It, and he is armed. So, yeah.
Hey, they won't take me without a fight. I got guns.
That's all we need to do. My hill to die on.
I will fight.
True. Yes, I agree. You will fight, sir. Be his freedom of speech. That's always been my hill to die on. I firmly believe you should be able to say whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want, and regardless of how people feel about it. I don't like a lot of shit that I hear, but I'll defend your right to say it.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's like something blatantly like hey, you all need to go kill this motherfucker. Okay, that's not really freedom of speech.
There are reasonable limits.
Yeah.
But
you can't shout fire in the theater without consequences.
Right.
But I mean, like, stupid, just because you have a different opinion than someone, like, oh, no, you can't say that stuff. Bullshit. It's my right to say it because it's my opinion.
Yeah.
I even support the fucking Klan on shit like that. I mean, they say N-word this and with that, and they're the hate group, but hey, I think they're redneck retards, but I'll defend the right to say it.
Exactly. I mean, just like there's black groups that are the same.
Yeah, the fucking groups. Black Lives Matter.
They have the same rights. Of course, I'd actually say one thing, though, like you say, like a BLM, they will actually call for riots. You don't see the KKK calling for riots.
No, because they learned a long time ago they get their ass kicked.
Right.
They can't get away with it. Like, people are like actively fucking go out of their way to arrest Klan members and beat them up.
Right.
Well, maybe not. Supposedly they've been funded by a government agency for years, so who knows?
What was that? SPLC.
SPLC.
Yeah, that's not a government agency.
Well, it was started by people in the government.
They're used heavily by government. They were as a supposed source of good information. They're not.
Yeah, they were going out doing hate groups, and the way I read somewhere while I watched some video and they were talking about it. And I was like, they were going after hate groups and they were like, okay, well, the Klan, they're a hate group. Okay, they're bad. And then what they could have done, they could have finished it off within a year and just named all these groups that are considered like hate groups and racist groups and stuff like that. But then they wouldn't get any more funding. They wouldn't get any more donations. So then they started going after like doctors and shit like that. I'm like, what?
They go after individuals and organizations, and they make things like Proud Boys. There's nothing racist about that group.
No,
not at all. But
you might have a few racists in the motherfucker, but the majority of the organization, they're just
as an organization, they are not a racist group at all. That's the thing. It's just like, yes, you can find racist individuals in any organization, whether they're on the left or the right, but it's not a part of the rights ideology.
No,
like you can find the racist. Racist exists. That's just something that you deal with. Right?
Yep. Right here, looking at it. I hate everyone. You're all fucked.
Yeah, they just, and that's the thing. There's, what is it? There's a lack of supply and demand, right? There's not enough hate from the right. So they have to drum stuff up. Like, for example, I do not consider the KKK on the right. There's nothing conservative about them.
Oh, they're Democrats.
Yeah, they've always been Democrat. They don't share the same values as me.
Nope.
They don't share the same values as the Republican Party. Look at if you wanted to look at that, look at the Republican platform and look at the KKK. They don't match.
And the sad thing is, you go out and people and ask them like simple questions like, okay, what does the Klan stand for? What do they, and like almost all their values, they say, oh yeah, it's because they're all Republicans. Like, no, this is all shit started by Democrats.
Yeah.
That's all their values. They're the ones that wanted slavery. They didn't end slavery. Mm-hmm. They're the ones that started the Klan and a bunch of other fucking things.
Right? And like, well, they'll look at something like, okay, say a Republican or anybody on the right, any more conservative person wants border security, right? And they'll say, well, the KKK wants border security. Well, of course, because
they don't like
different
skinned people.
I just don't want people to come in illegally.
I don't care who the fuck they are. They could be from Ireland, the UK, Italy. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. If you're here illegally, goodbye. I don't care what color of skin you are.
Like it's rare, but I can find things on the radical left that I can rarely agree with them on. Just like I can find rare things in a KKK group that I rarely agree with them on. because I'm a reasonable person and I can look at a broad spectrum of different ideas and pick and choose what makes sense.
So are you saying they're both fine and good people on both sides?
Honestly, I think you can say there are fine and good people on all sides. Because not everybody is a horrible person.
No.
Some people, they love their family. They love their, they may have an idea that I disagree with, something about them that I don't like.
Well, I don't really think it's really ideas. I think it's just their belief system.
Yeah.
And an idea is easy to change. Well, not easy, but I mean, it's easier to change than a belief. Because, I mean, someone you talk to them enough, you show them enough evidence, usually their idea can change.
Yeah.
A belief, I mean, some people will fight you to the death just defending that.
I have an uncle. He was a Democrat. Of course, he was a Democrat. Loved the heck out of him. He was a great guy. Dude hated black people. Do I think he was a good guy? I think he was a really good guy. He had an antiquated ideology on race.
Yeah. Well,
that's it.
I mean,
it didn't make him a monster. He didn't want to go murder people. He didn't want to go murder a black person.
No.
He just had his views because that's what he was raised
like. I like black people. I have no problem with black people. I fucking hate the N-words. Yes. I really do. That's the truth. And you talk to, I have black friends too, and they tell you the same thing. It's like, yeah, we love this, but they'll say it straight up, but we hate those fucking. Yeah. I mean, they'll say it.
Yeah, they just differentiate the difference between behavior.
It's like white people, like, I'm white and stuff like that, but then we have our subset. We have the rednecks, or we have the meth heads, and like there's different subsects of the same race, and like we don't like them. I fucking hate like these meth head, crackhead, trailer park people. I fucking love rednecks. Rednecks will get shit done for you.
Actually, I was going to say, the thing is this: the media and movies have really done a great job at bad mouthing rednecks. But why were they called rednecks?
Because they're just working class people.
Because they were working class people out in the sun, and literally their neck would turn red because they're working in the sun.
Yeah.
They were hardworking people, is where it came from, and academia and the left likes to look down on hardworking everyday Americans.
Of course not, unless they just want us all to have like handouts and everything, just so that we vote for them.
Yeah. So anyway, I can go on about that forever, but I will end up hogging up the whole show. And I don't want to do that.
But that's okay. We still got more to do, and it is the last month, the last Saturday of April. So we got one more spoof movie to go, and surprisingly, it's about a bunch of. Okay.
Oh my God, that word was said so many thousands of times in that show.
All right, go ahead and hit the intro for it.
Silliest fights. Together we celebrate those hilarious nights.
All right, this week's movie is Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. It's a parody of several U.S. films about being in the hood. For instances, Boys in the Hood, South Central, Menace to Society, Higher Learning, and Juice. I've actually seen all those movies. My friend Larry loved those movies. So if you've never watched one of these movies, some of the jokes might be kind of hit or miss because you don't know that they're kind of spoofing on the other movie. Mm-hmm. I liked it okay. It was all right. There's a few jokes that I remember that were pretty funny. Like every time I still see it where like they have the little black boys and they're walking down the alleyway and say, hey, you want to see a dead body? And they show Elvis. I thought that was funny. But the boys literally look just like the boys from Boys in the Hood. Mm-hmm. They look almost exactly like them when they were, because it's like a flashback movie where they start as kids and then they grow up to like when they're more or less adults. And they looked almost exactly alike. So I always have to go back like, did they get the same fucking kids to do this again? Like, no, they're different ones. Like, oh, okay.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's probably why it may have not hit as well with you, is because if you hadn't watched the other movies, you couldn't know really what they were spoofing about. Like, oh, okay, I get it now.
I've seen some of those other movies.
Yeah.
Not all, but,
the Chinese thing was funny as hell. I always laugh my ass off with that when they walk in there and they go, The white guy goes, ding dong, and the black guys go, "Nit," and I can't say it here because if Ram was here, I'd just point to him, and since he's Hispanic, he would just be like, oh yeah, I can say it. And then the Chinese woman just running around like, hurry up and buy. I used to do that shit when I worked convenience stores, when my ad friends come in, like, hurry up and buy. So I like the movie. There was some nudity in this, so like the nudity rating, I'm gonna give it a 1 because there was a little nudity, not much.
It's very slight. It's funny. You literally had 2 people that were completely nude.
Yeah,
and it's only a little bit of nudity because of the angling that they use. And I mean, like, they're going around the back of them, they're literally scurrying in the middle.
Yeah, it's like, look at those freaks getting busy on the dance floor, and they're like watching all the people dance, and then they're just staying there fucking.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty damn funny.
I'm not sure what spoof that was, but that was funny.
I know, I mean, like almost all these movies with black casts and stuff like that, they always have some kind of house party or something. So what do you give it as far as a rating goes?
I'll be nice and give it a 3.
I'm at about the same.
Yeah, because I actually had a few laughs out of it.
Yeah,
it wasn't really my cup of tea.
It was like their very first spoof movie, I think it was. I mean, I think they did better with like the scary movie ones, at least the first 2 that the Wayans brothers were involved in. But I mean, this movie was not made for me. If I was like black, maybe I would like it more. I still enjoy it. I still watch it from time to time, but it's not made for me.
Yeah, when it first started, the first 2 scenes, I actually thought I was going to like it more.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of
my
gave
baby.
It
like,
kind of had that same
child.
kind of spoof movie kind of feel.
Yeah.
You know? But then it just kind of started getting on. I was like, okay, I'm getting, whatever.
It's just like I say, it's one of those movies you really got to watch the other movies that it's spoofing on to get it. It's not like Airplane, where they really don't spoof other movies. They just spoof other things, like common things like the airport and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So those are more universal. So I can see where they could be good. But that was pretty much it. That was your movie review for the Aprilspoofs, and it's over. Next month is going to be boobalicious. Yeah. We're going back to Memory May. It's going to be so good.
I miss Memory May.
Yes, and I got 5 films that I picked. All 5 films I picked. Normally I've been letting these guys choose 1 movie a piece, and then I'll pick the other 2. Not this month. This month I'm throwing in hardcore nudity.
That's so sad.
I know.
I didn't get to pick one.
No, not even one, but you will not be disappointed, sir. Well, a couple of the picks, you'll probably be like, what the fuck? But regardless, one's actually based on one of your books, almost.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's based on like your Waking Wild books.
Very similar to that?
Sort of. In fact, that will be the second, or I don't know. I might show it next week. I don't know. I haven't decided. Well, regardless, Ram is not here today, as we know. However, he did send me his top 10. So I'm going to be doing his top 10 today because he already knows how horrible I've been doing with my own when he's not here. So he's like, he already pre-did it. Good for him. All right, go ahead and hit his trailer.
Ram's got voices running through his head. Ram's rod is about to penetrate your mind. Here's Ram's top 10 out of context thoughts.
All right, guys. So these are the Rams' top 10 out of context for Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Number 10, don't take advice from people that are doing worse than you. Number 9, I'd smack the shit out of grandma. Next one, I need more guns. James, I found a new way for you to get a woman's number. Next one, more shopping establishments should have an alarm like that. I think that's the ding dong and the the next one, stop busting, you look ridiculous. The title of David's next sex tape. I actually kind of like that. Next one, you never want to be baby daddy number 8, being number 3 is already crazy. Next one, I also hate Whoopi Goldberg. So do I. Number 2, I guess when you're on welfare, you have time to party this much. And the number one out of context thoughts for Ram, I am so glad I'm white. Even though he's not really white, he looks white, but he's Hispanic.
He's what the media would like to call a white Hispanic.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, that's really funny because I found a new way to get a woman's number. Reminds me of that video you showed me of that guy that assaulted that girl. Maybe he had watched that movie and he's like, I got an idea.
Yeah, but he didn't really do anything. He just pulled a gun on her. I mean, it's not that bad.
But the idea was there. You know, she was afraid for her life. And this guy didn't have a gun, right?
No.
So she tries to walk away. So
that we know of. We know of.
He didn't pull it. So, but it's the same concept. You know, give it to me or I will hurt you.
Yeah.
You see, same idea. Kind of, it was that life mimicking reality or reality mimicking or art mimicking reality.
Either way, you're white, you'd go to jail.
Yeah. He needs to go to jail.
No, you would go to jail for you picking up the thing around to pick up women.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably going to get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
No, don't do that again.
It's very bad. Don't do that.
All right. So we've talked a lot about sibling fuckings today. So let's get into douchebag of the week. Go ahead and hit the intro.
This is a douchebag. I said douchebag of the week.
All right, douchebag of the week is Mrs. Omar. And haven't you noticed a lot of interesting shit with this stupid cunt this week? The House Fraud Prevention and State Oversight Committee just gave Omar a May 5th deadline to produce documents relating to her involvement in feeding our future fraud scheme. This comes after she refused to show up for a fraud hearing. Yeah, she was told, you need to come in this week. And they were like, she was like, no, I'm not doing that. Let's see here. I love Gunther. He's awesome. I think we should have a rule. Anyone who marries her own brother should not be allowed to serve in Congress. I just think that's funny. Let's see here. Far left squad member Omar is now under intense scrutiny in Minnesota over a massive COVID fraud scheme that stole funds meant to feed needy children. Yeah, this is reverting to that other one. So this is where it kind of starts. She filed her taxes and she said, oh, I made it somewhere between $6 to $30 million. And then they were like, where did that come from? And they're like, oh, shit, I'm sorry. I'm in 18,000 to 95,000 last year.
That's not an error. That's a, oh, shit, we got to cover this up.
Oh, it gets worse. Moving right along. Well, you know, we should hear from her.
People are saying you married your brother for citizenship purposes, but are you in love with your brother, Congresswoman? I mean, do you guys sleep with each other? Is this normal in Somalia? Does he get butt naked and yell, I'm decapted now, sister? Or what's the deal over there? You got some kind of stepbrother fetish, Congresswoman? And when you guys get naked and have sex, do you leave your headscarf on or do you take it off? People are...
It's AI, but it's fucking hilarious. I really wish CNN would ask questions like that.
Yeah.
Now, going back to the fraud, Omar's Sham Winery, which is where they said they made millions of dollars, was dissolved.
Yep.
9 days after her updated disclosures.
That's not fishy at all.
No, not at all. Not at all. So this was what I was talking about earlier. She refused to show up for a Minnesota fraud hearing to answer questions about her involvement in the massive feeding our future fraud scheme. She's panicking. Duh.
Yeah, see, my theory, I think what's going to come out is that they were using the winery as the way to funnel the money. Right?
Yeah, it was a lot. It was long. It's like these fucking car washes around here that keep popping up. There shouldn't be that many. It's drug money being laundered.
Right.
That's exactly what she was doing.
Right. But you can only launder so much through a single business that makes sense. Right? You can't launder $30 million through a single car wash, right?
You can over a period of time, but not like within a year.
Right? You can't just do that in 1 year.
24/7 car wash.
Exactly. You know, so you have to make it seem somewhat reasonable, otherwise it will raise red flags. You know, that I don't remember exactly how, but that was basically what I was saying. It's like it went from this, rundown winery or whatever it was to suddenly making millions
within like less than a year.
Yeah.
It was like it just started, and her profits were like what the fuck? It was like, and You go to the website, you can't order anything. Like they're all out of stock of everything. So,
oh yeah, we're out of stock because it was all being bought.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. So hopefully, this all gets fully exposed, prosecuted, and she can be.
I hope she gets supported.
Congress. Yeah.
I hope her and her brother both get deported.
That's the thing. If they can prove that they lied on the citizenship paperwork,
it's been proven that was her brother.
Yeah. Then
you can't marry your brother. I don't care how backwards your fucking culture is.
Yeah. It's not legal here in the U.S.
Well, this is a friend I follow, and if you haven't watched his shit, follow him on YouTube. The dude talks like Dennis Miller. You remember who Dennis Miller was? Talks just like him. He's very articulate, very funny. His name is this channel is called The Rageaholic. It's he is Razor Fist. He talks about a lot about games, but he's also a lot about politics and shit like that. He's been on Crowder quite a few times. And his response was that I actually agree with him. Deport Omar and you'll wind up with another Omar next cycle. Deport her voter base, who Obama displaced in a purposeful attempt to politically reshape Minnesota, and you'll never have another Omar again. And I agree with that. You take her voting base, and then that's it. We don't have to deal with this shit anymore.
Yep.
Did you find him?
Yep, I did. I want to do it now or I'd forget.
Yeah, he really good videos. Real funny. He does like a lot of videos. He does like little series like he did like a what was it? Like a Dirty Harry month where he was just reviewing all the Dirty Harry movies, and those are funny as shit. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. Her biological woman currently serving in the United States Congress. Nancy Pelosi, Maggie Goodlander, domestic terrorist Omar, domestic terrorist Rashid
Tlaib, I think is how they
something like that. And domestic terrorist AOC voted no on releasing the names of predators and the fund Congress appropriated for sexual harassment and rape charges. If you want Epstein Island, you'll be investigated.
Yep. That's why I keep saying the Democrats, they will talk out of both sides of their mouths and then turn right around and support, lowering punishment for, sexual assault of,
It's fucking stupid.
Children, young children.
Here we go. Citizen Nick Shirley has uncovered several cell phone and security videos from local businesses of Omar entering the Quality Learning Center in Minneapolis. She went in and carrying nothing and came out with a satchel that could easily hold large sums of cash. Shirley wrote on his blog, I forward the information to federal authorities. Shirley says he stopped sending his work to state because apparently Minnesota isn't interested in investigating billions in fraud. I was given a direct email to Director Patel's office. Shirley said, he is an aide that takes my work seriously. Thank you, young man, for all you've been doing. I agree. He is done. And I'm surprised someone hasn't tried to kill him yet because he has uncovered so much fucking fraud.
I know he's had a lot of threats.
Yeah, but I'm surprised no one's attempted or at least tried to attack his guy. And as we've seen in the U.S., these people do not like being called out and basically lose their money. They don't. Let's see here. Omar was asked about the 30 million net worth figures a few days ago. It's not a full picture of the numbers in the way that it is presented in the document because we have to do range. I'm pretty sure it'll get adjusted in some level when those ranges are looked at. What? Okay, look. Let's say I do my taxes and I said, okay, I made somewhere between $1 to $2 million. And then my taxes come back and I only made $750,000. Okay, that's reasonable. It's not that far. A couple of grand to 90 grand composed to 6 million to 30 million? Way big gap. Way big gap.
Reporting 36,000, but then let's say I make 36,000, and then I report that I made 38,000, and so I end up having to pay a little extra taxes. That's on me.
Yeah,
that's literally a thing. But if I turn around, if I do the opposite, if I make 38,000 and claim I made 36,000, I end up owing taxes when they realize that the number was wrong.
Yep.
They say, no, you made this much, and so you owe us this. That's not even possible to make a mistake like that.
No. Your accountant has to be smoking crack on the daily and probably blind, and he's having to use Braille, and he's got the shakes.
Right.
So Oh, good Lord.
It just
Let's see here. Nick Shirley just hit back hard at Miss Omar. His efforts are creepy harassment, creating a cloud of suspicious unfairly at minorities. Shirley, it's a bit suspicious to have your net worth go up by millions and then just recently say that it was an error. I mean, I don't think I've ever put 2 zeros on it as an arrow when I filed my annual report. I agree. I mean, I would like to, like, how much money would you like to get paid? I was like, we had a couple of extra zeros. I would do that.
right, and the numbers don't even match. So it's not like she went. Let's say I have $90,000 in,
Yeah, and then
or
it
30,000,
went to like 9 million. Oh,
Right.
even then I could say, okay, maybe it's
That's
plausible.
stupid, but it's
yeah,
it's
plausible.
It would be the same number, just an extra zero. They don't even match, so it's not like an extra zero.
Not even a lot. Like, okay, I'd be like 16,000. I make more than that.
Right.
Okay, let's see here. Omar says goodbye to her millionaire status after her office's past filings showed the congresswoman up to $30 million in assets were due to accounting errors. I said, I mean, this shows it right there. $6 to $30 million original asset value, and then updating filing 95,000.
Yeah. That's not an accounting error.
No,
That's a cover up.
that's a cover up. Let's see here. Here we go. Omar and Mark Kelly caught on tape with Iranians revealing U.S. war plans. Yeah, believe it or not, they're thinking they're the ones that fucking leaked all that shit when that fighter pilot went down. To the war plans, route to the downed fighter jets, radical Islamic Democratic Congresswoman Omar of Minnesota and Senator Mark Kelly of Arizona allegedly played the central role in aiding and abetting the enemy by leaking to their anticipated routes of the 2 fighter jets that were shot down by the Iranians last weekend. If nothing else, that should be considered treason.
Technically, that's treason, yeah. Aiding and abetting an enemy.
I'm glad we went in there swiftly because Trump wasn't going to fuck around and got them out. But still, it could have been a lot fucking worse.
Yeah.
This person's a piece of shit. Let's see here. And then another one here. Who makes $1 million mistake on their final disclosure form? Either her accountant went to the Quality Learning Center or she lied about it, which is a felony.
But I would say, honestly, Nick Shirley's report that she did it directly. She went to the Learning Center.
Yeah.
And I think it does, I can't say obvious because I don't know what's in the bag, but it does sound very suspicious that she very well may have came out with bags full of cash.
Probably.
They're not going to do that in checks, or they don't want to, show the account.
Yeah, because that could, you have the checks and bank accounts that can all be, traced.
Exactly. Yeah. But, they would still be able to find out that the people around that time period they probably withdrew millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Or whatever amount it was. And then, where'd that go? What'd you do with it?
You're racist for asking these kind of questions, James. You're just racist.
Right. And then around that time, she deposited that money somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guarantee, and that's probably what they're probably using a lot of that money for the funnel through their winery and bullshit. And they're like, oh shit, that shit can be traced.
Yeah.
We closed it down, just we're making monies, but you made millions of dollars. No, we didn't make any money. No.
Yep, we're broke.
We're broke.
Got nothing.
And that was the end of their douchebag of the week. God help us. This chick is fucking annoying, but I actually have hope for the first time, at least with our government goings. We've already gotten 3 of them out, 3 Congress people out already in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The way this is going, she's going to be gone too. My only hope is they're also deporting her ass. Because I mean, if she's found guilty on this bullshit, it's fraud, it's treason. Whatever citizenship claim she has can be revoked.
Yep. That's the thing. People don't understand that with naturalized citizenship. That can be revoked, and there's multiple reasons you can do it.
Yep.
It's not the same as we were born here to American citizens. It's a constitutional citizenship. They can't revoke our citizenship.
No.
They can prison us. They can charge us with treason. They can do all kinds of things if we.
They can send us to Guantanamo for all they want, but they can't take our citizenship.
Exactly. But for naturalized citizens, it is not a permanent guarantee.
Nope. It's based. It's like my girlfriend's father. He did a lot. He was. I don't know if he was naturalized or he was just a legal resident, but he did a lot of horrible shit, and he went to court and they just revoked it. He revoked it.
That's what I was going to say, because people don't understand that they do it every year. I don't know how many, but they revoke citizenships every year from people that they discover that lied or committed crimes, after getting the citizenship. So, they've been talking about it a lot in the news lately. Oh my God, this is horrible.
Well, they've been talking more about is the asylum claims. Yeah. Because Trump just wants to get rid of them completely. And I happen to actually agree with it, because I haven't really seen someone that on here on like an asylum visa that actually makes the definition for the actual asylum. They're just like, I just want to come to the U.S. That's not an asylum.
Yeah.
It's not.
Or even the whole claims, well, my life is in danger because rival gangs, or my life is in danger. What bullcrap. I don't care. The whole asylum thing in the past had to do with politics.
Yeah.
You'd have a Soviet defector that had a jet or whatever, right? They would get asylum because they could bring that aircraft so we could study it or whatever, and they would die if they didn't stay here.
Or it was like a scientist that was willing to give out like secrets and shit, like what they're doing. They did a lot. They did a lot in that with Germany in World War II.
And they would do in cases of war, they would allow some people for temporary asylum.
Yeah.
Until the war ended, and then we're supposed to go back. But they're not doing that. They're going, okay, they just come and stay long-term, permanent, and that's not what the whole system was made for.
No, it wasn't.
It's abused.
Well, like me, I like being abused, but haven't been for a while. All right, well, Ram's not here, so I'm not going to do any kind of cutesy intro or anything like that. It's time for James's takeaways. Go ahead and hit his intro.
James takeaways. Hear his voice resound in the heart of a moment. Wisdom's found. Every thought's a treasure. Every laugh's a win. With confidence, we'll let the journey begin.
All right, James, take me away to a better place.
I've got the best James takeaways ever. Okay, I'll just give
I'm suspicious.
Okay, I think I picked idea fig. You ever get to the point where you've got opinions on everything, and suddenly none of them test, or I can't even talk. None of them feel worth saying. It's like your brain just goes, we've covered this already. At that point, maybe the smartest take is no take, or at least a nap.
I agree.
That's kind of how I was feeling, and I went over so many different. I was going to talk about the thing in Virginia. I thought I'll talk about Ilhan Omar, and I was just like, I'm an idea fig right now. I'm just going to and that's how I'm feeling right now. I just want to just take a break and take a nap. And I think we all feel like that sometimes, which is in itself a discussion in itself.
Oh, yeah.
We all feel like that
sometimes you just need to shut your brain off and just forget it. Just let them burn down the city. I don't care right now.
All this stuff coming in all the time, where there's this stuff that we were just talking about. The young lady that was just assaulted on the street because she didn't want to give a guy a phone number. Women, especially hear this from feminists a lot, they'll talk about like, this threat is from men all the time. And they over-exaggerate and they pretend like this is a constant thing. But that gives them fuel.
Yeah.
And it hurt a young lady that didn't deserve it. She didn't do anything wrong. She rejected a guy. I've been rejected. I'm not going to hurt a freaking woman for it.
No.
You move on.
No, at the same token, the moment a woman fucking hits me or something like that violently, then at that point, she grew a set of balls. I have no problem putting a woman down if they do that. Right. Other than that, I try to avoid it as much as fucking possible.
Seriously. Well, yeah.
Especially if I get slapped over the head or something like that. Like, that's all right. She kicks me in the balls. Right. So, she grew a set of her own.
I saw this video, and you see these kind of things all the time online where a guy is not trying to be violent with a woman, and she just comes off and clocks him, and so he knocks her out.
Yeah.
Because, hey, if they want to be treated like a man and fight like a man, they should be able to just deal with it because that's their own damn fault.
I agree.
Now, obviously, 100%. If he gets on there and keeps beating her, then I'm going to be like, hey, that's too much. But a single punch knocks him out. He's basically making a point. You are not tougher than me.
Yep.
Because men, that's the thing. As men, whenever we get in a fight or get in an argument or whatever like that, there's always the potential for violence. And we respect that, and we respect each other in part because of that, right?
Yeah.
If I haul off and hit you, you're going to hit me back, right?
Well, after I finish crying in the corner.
Well, I mean, yeah, there are guys that will do that. But
Yeah.
for the most part, we always know that there is a potential for violence.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas women have you know,
They have an entitlement, like they
have
can
an
do whatever they
entitlement.
fuck they want. It's like, oh no, he even touches me, I can just get him arrested. And,
like I watched this video yesterday. This woman was, you know, attacking this man's wife, and he steps in between, and then so she starts attacking him, and he's, you know, no, and then he open-handed slapped her, and it knocked her out. You know, he didn't even beat her; he just open-handed slapped her back, and he was a big dude. You know, he was probably a little bigger than me, but it was hard to tell because she wasn't that big. You know, average sized woman, and I'm just like I said, it's a matter of entitlement. They've come to the point where they believe that they should be treated like ladies. They're not supposed to be touched, but then they can behave as rabid as they want, and it's supposed to be accepted, and that's not okay. In this young lady's case, though, she wasn't doing that. She was just walking down the street.
I don't care what the fuck she said to him. And like, unless she actually like pulled out something to hit you or kicked you in the balls or something. No reason for that. I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are.
And even then, she was walking away.
Yeah.
So he kept pursuing her, even though, and then he goes up behind her.
And the dude was like 15. At that age, you already know right from wrong. You know what you were doing was fucking stupid.
Yeah. You know? So anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. It's so much going on sometimes, and you just want to be like, okay.
Just want to get out.
I just want to just escape for a while. And
I'm right there with you, sir.
I think
That's why I convinced you and Ram to do a weekly podcast where we just talk about everything.
Yeah.
It's our therapy group.
Right. It does help, believe it or not, even though nobody wants to watch me and I talk too much. But it is kind of nice sometimes to just get out there and talk about all these things that bug me sometimes and can't do anything about.
Trying to make sure you guys don't commit Harry Carey. Anyways, well, that was James's takeaways. Always interesting, always good, except for this week where it was literally nothing.
Literally, it was nothing about nothing.
It was a nothing about nothing. All right, so as I alluded to at the beginning of the show, this is the last episode of Weird Shit at Walmart. Unless like a bunch of weird pictures pop up, then I might bring it back periodically. But for right now, it's the end of the month. It is time for Weird Shit at Walmart. Go ahead and hit the intro.
Fuck. It's time for weird shit at Walmart, damn it.
All right, so here's the first one. So this guy's wearing a hoodie, and I'm not going to lie, I would buy this. I'm not gay, but 20 is 20. $20 is $20.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he'd be gay for $20.
Took me a second to figure that one out because I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When your butt chugs Red Bull. Red Bull gives you wings.
That's funny.
Nice ass, too. I didn't know Willy Wonka went to Walmart.
That's funny.
Like I said, these things are getting harder to find. This has got to be Florida.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Yeah, that's very weird. What
the hell?
Who the hell goes out in this? And then the can, and they're right next to the beef jerky. Luckily, I don't eat beef jerky, so I'm good. That's disgusting. Tigers.
Is that Tigans? Oh, that's an R. I swear, because of the top,
tell.
it almost looked like an N, but like
It could have been. I mean, that ass is massive.
Yeah, it's massive. Tigers.
And those poor shorts.
I feel sorry for it.
Yeah. I have no idea what happened here. I'm guessing he doesn't have pants or something. No, I can see something, but I don't know why he's wearing.
Seems like he's wearing underwear, maybe. Swim trunks.
Maybe rednecks.
I don't really get that because if you're, I've went to Walmart when I was in Missouri. Wearing swim trunks and a t-shirt, as long as you have flip flop or shoes on, you were fine.
Yeah. And you see that shit over at South Padre all the time, like the Walmart that's there. They just go in there with their bikinis.
Yeah. I've seen women go in there with bikinis perfectly fine.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, granted, you know, if they look good, it's kind of nice to look at.
Yeah.
But usually it's the ones that don't.
No,
look good.
yeah, those are bad. So this is like a floaty for you putting on. So
It looks like a tampon.
it looks like a giant maxi pad.
Yeah, giant maxi pad.
So it's one of the few things that you can float on and absorbs all your water for you. It cleans your pool at the same time.
That's hilarious. That design is that's the first thing you think of.
That's what I saw when I saw that. Oh, Jesus Christ. This chick needs to put down the fried chicken.
Seriously.
I mean, but if you're that freaking big, something is wrong. And what are you wearing? Oh my God. And you did this out in public.
She probably thought it was hot or something.
Look,
I look so hot. I'm a queen.
Queen of the fast food buffet. All right. Mitchy Witch, when you know what, you want to give that Roscoe scooter a hickey.
Pull your pants up. Jeez.
Ugh.
That's the thing. See, she pulled it up in the front, so then it pulled it all down in the back when she sat down.
Possibly.
You see how it's over her belly in the front?
No.
Yeah, gross.
All right, and we are ending the weird shit at Walmart on a very, very disgusting note, and this is probably why we're not doing it again.
You should have had at least a good one at the end there.
I couldn't find any. It was hard. Hence
sexy women, you know, during Halloween wearing sexy costumes.
I mean, I've done all those over the past week. I mean, I showed you the big girl, you know, the one that was big. You know, she was there. I figured that would have been able to been like something that would get your rocks off or something, sir.
Definitely not.
It's obviously there's nothing that will satisfy you.
No.
So whatever. And once again, that was your weird shit at Walmart. If I find any other pictures or anything like that, I will do it again. But I wouldn't hold your breath, to be completely honest. All right, guys. Well, Guy, it's just me and
Guy.
Me and you today.
My name is Guy.
Yeah, Guy Fieri.
Oh, are we playing?
Yeah, it's time for the game. So this week we're going to be playing a fun game. But before we do, hit the intro.
You know what time it is, baby. It's time to play some fucking games. My nipples are so hard right now.
All right, Guy. We're going to be playing some Murder Party. Presumably, if this damn thing works. Okay, there we go. All right, so go to Jackbox. And turn this back up. Why are you starting the damn thing?
I didn't mean to.
Bad. And James wanted to start so much.
It said press this button when everybody's in, so I pressed the button.
Bad.
Oops, I think I got kicked
I haven't even got in yet. I was like, he just wanted to play by himself. All right, let's try this again. Part 2. There we go. Now everyone's in. Everyone is in.
Sit back and relax.
Why am I a burlap sack?
I don't know. It didn't give us choices to choose, did it? No.
Well, it's the different ones. Like, this is the first one. The second one lets you choose your avatar and stuff like that, I think. I only picked this one because it's quicker.
Okay.
Welcome to Trivia Night, a trial by fire.
Sometimes you just need a quickie.
Yes.
But don't worry, it's still a pretty chill night, you know? I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini games. If you do badly in the mini-game, I'll kill you. But don't worry, ghosts can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. And you can always be in the audience. It's just as deadly. Listen to me blabber on. Let's just get into the game. You'll figure it out as we go. Okay, first question.
What is the Oscar statuette holding?
Oh.
Use your device to answer the question. And the correct answer is... Who got it right?
I couldn't remember, but I thought it was a sword.
Yeah, I really just random guess. I don't know.
Welcome to the killing floor. U plus math equals fun. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. Your friend will be doing math too. And if your friend does better than you die.
Ah. Well, you better hurry up, sir.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
You're mathing so hard right now.
I'm actually going at a slow pace, sir. I'm just trying to help you out. No, I'm not gonna do it again. I'm gonna let you. Come on, sir. Keep doing that math.
It keeps freezing me. It says you are frozen, and then it wouldn't let me do it for several seconds. And I had
That's probably because I did it before you, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
You're a ghost, but you're not getting out of this game that easily. Ghosts still get to play and can even win the whole thing in the final round. It's about to get incorporeal up in here. What? Down to one player at this point of the game? Well, call me Christopher Columbus because we're taking a detour. If you can survive 2 more questions, everyone goes to the final round.
Ah, fuck. Did this the last time I got my ass killed.
Guy Fawkes was involved in a 1605 plot
Oh,
to
shit.
assassinate which English ruler?
Oh, fuck. I know this.
Well, probably more than me.
I don't know if I was right or not.
I don't know.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Everyone is wrong. Let's play a game.
I almost picked it just because that's my name.
Welcome back to the killing floor.
You should have.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can string some letters together. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. I got some of these letters from Highlights magazine. But I will be very disappointed if you can't find at least a 5-letter word. Start poking those letters with your fingers. By the way, the letters don't have to be touching. And don't forget to press submit when you're done.
Fuck, I hate spelling.
You got me.
Ooh, let's see what you get.
Okay, that one I think I got.
Did it, huh? Well, I guess I'll have to find some way to kill you.
I'm not the writer in this group, okay? I suck at spelling.
Pretty sweet so far. Ah, I said sweet out loud. Now teens know that I'm not cool. Next question. Dumb question, I know, but... What's an octopus? Who said this?
Damn it!
Everyone is
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, me either. I should have picked it just because I don't know what that is.
Let's test your
Aw,
memory.
shit.
Memorize the pattern.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, you've had enough time. From left to right, what was the order of the weapons? If you make a mistake, I will kill you. And voila! Look familiar? How much of it did you remember? Drats.
That one's usually easier than the normal ones they give me.
Oh look, only one player left. Perfect.
Duh.
Congrats on making
All right.
it alive.
I haven't been doing anything. They haven't been giving me any
Well, now
questions.
you are, because this is the final round.
I'm going to give you a
So you can come back and still... In fact, I think you won the last time doing this.
Yeah.
cartoon
I wouldn't
characters.
hold my breath.
Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Let's see the right answers. You move forward one space for every correct answer. You're getting real close to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If a ghost catches up to you, then they will steal your body.
I didn't do
And then
anything.
you escape and win the game.
No.
Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts get a third choice to help them catch up to you. Decisions.
Fuck. They're all at Woodstock?
Here's another one.
Really?
Apples. Anytime today, kiddo.
See? He's telling on you, sir.
Can you stay out of the shadows?
I try not to.
Founding UN members.
Oh, come on. That was way too easy.
I'm going to have to punish my writers.
Fuck.
Houses in Game of Thrones.
I don't fucking know. I don't watch that shit. Fuck.
Here comes the next question. Shades of purple. Okay, an easy one.
Damn it.
Here's another one. Yoga poses.
I have no idea. I don't do yoga.
Yeah.
Not without a woman in a bed.
Simple machines. I don't like that at all.
See, I disagree. A gun is a simple machine.
That's
They're not
not.
complicated. Depending on the gun design, they're not complicated.
Time is almost up.
So close.
So exciting!
All comes down to the next one.
Birds.
These birds.
Fuck. You know, technically, you would have been tied and got out too.
Yeah.
That sucks. But I won, so I don't give a fuck. Grapus lives. And I won $9,325. Where's my money?
Yeah, where's your money, right?
Where's my money? With my baby powder. With my baby powder.
Yep.
So for 2 weeks in a row, I have won. Yay.
And I lost.
Yeah,
But you're right, though. That would have been a tie because I got it right. I got all three answers right.
Yeah. I'm having a little weird camera angle. My camera angle just froze right now. Okay. I was like, I had to fix it real fast.
Somebody's hacking you.
I guess. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's all the porn I download. I don't know.
Could be.
Final thoughts, James.
My final thoughts is like, subscribe, and go buy James's books. And MD King. I mean, it's under MD King. And yeah, vote red because we don't want to all die.
Mm-mm. Remember, if you vote blue, those are people with blue hair. And people with blue hair are freaks. My final thought. Well, I think I'm doing a James takeaway. I ain't got nothing. I'm just letting it go. So I hope everyone has a wonderful week. And yeah, Memory May is next Saturday. So everyone's going to enjoy it. I swear to God. If nothing else, it give you an excuse to watch big titty movies.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, fuck off.